Okay, good. The recording is started. So I'm sharing my screen. Okay, just a health check. My audio, video, and screen share. All three good, right? Okay, thank you. Thanks, team. Okay, good. So once again, welcome back. Welcome everyone to this Splunk Admin Bootcamp. So just a quick introduction. So this bootcamp is going to act as a starter for a Splunk beginner. If you're a Splunk expert who already done all this implementation and who has a knowledge, this session might not be useful for you. And if you want to save your time, you can drop off. This is mostly on for the beginners who are struggling to get the clarity on where to start, where to go. Okay, so with that, I'm starting the session today. And the agenda for today's session is this. We have two segments. One is like to provide a clarity. Like as soon as we dropped the syllabus, right? Many learners asked us for the clarity. They said like, yeah, the content, whatever you posted on the bootcamp, it is there everywhere, Murugan. What specially you are giving? So we are having a lot of confusions. So that's where we thought like, okay, let's first clear the confusion before even you start something, right? With the confusion, if you start something, you will never learn in a proper way. So we have asked all the questions. We have listened to most of you who reached out to us. Thanks a lot for individual messages, but still some of them were not answered because they were the same questions. So we took the list of questions and we are trying to answer that questions first before we start the session. Then you can decide, do you still want to continue this session or not? So first question is, what is it? What is Splunk? So many people said like, hey, my project is using Splunk. My friend is using Splunk. My manager is saying, learn Splunk. What is it, first of all? That was the question. Second one is learning Splunk safe? Like, hey, I'm spending time. Forget about money. Even you are learning for free, right? Sometimes I'm going to spend my time. Is it safe? Is it worth? Right? That is the question many people asked us. Like rather than asking technical doubts, many people ask this one. And next one is Splunk losing the market? Like some companies are moving out of Splunk. Should I really learn Splunk? I'm spending time. Is my career, will my career be safe? Blah, blah, blah. Many questions. Agree. And yeah, any prerequisite to learn Splunk? So I'm starting learn Splunk today. Many people are saying nothing, just go ahead and learn Splunk. Actually, no, there are some prerequisites you have to learn, because without that, learning Splunk is difficult. So we have been observing for last 5 years, many learners face this struggle, and then we realize there are some prerequisites you need to learn before learning Splunk. Don't just directly jump into Splunk. We will go through the list of that. Okay. Next one is, what are the steps to learn Splunk? Okay, I started learning Splunk today. What are the topics I should learn to become an expert, right? Becoming an expert is not a single day activity or just reading through materials. It's not going to help. So what are the stages from the beginning, from the beginner day one to the expert, the architect, right? So what are the stages? They ask that question. Agree. And yeah, list of resources. So we are not the only persons who teach Splunk, right? There are a lot of other good people in the market. They are teaching Splunk. So everyone came to us, like, to be frank, in a career consultation call, they asked like, Murugan, we don't need content. We just need a clarity. And tell us, like, there are huge number of courses. Should we? You want to say something?
No, sorry.
No problem. Yeah. So there are a number of resources available in the internet. We are overwhelmed. So that's what many people said, because there are a lot of free courses. To be frank, I learned all with the free resources. So many people ask this question. We are so confused, Murugan, what to go, where to pick, in which case, which course should I? My first question, do you even need a course? So like that, there were a lot of discussion. So these many confusions. When they were asking about the bootcamp, only 20% of the people asked, what is the syllabus? Remaining 80 people asked these kind of questions. Should I really attend this bootcamp? Then we realized we don't want to be another a person who teaches the how to install Splunk, which you can get it in ChatGPT itself. Of course, there is a content for the people who joined for technical things. We have content. So how to create a EC2 instance in AWS, basic thing, and how to install Splunk in EC2 instance with a proper way, in like a production Splunk, not just like a randomly downloading. Not here, we are not going to use any script or something. We are going to type each and every command, right? Because as a beginner, this is the first step. If you don't know how to properly install Splunk, then at the end of the project, you might face a lot of errors. So in the initial days, when you're installing Splunk, what are all the prerequisites you have to do it? right? And the Splunk architecture basics, basic level, not the advanced architecture. That and all you can learn later. But to begin with, you need to learn some architecture basics. So that is what we are going to discuss in this bootcamp. The next one is how to connect all the Splunk components, right? So multiple components, searcher, indexer, forwarder. First of all, what are they? Why, what each component is doing, right? And then how to onboard. So once you connect, once you have some environment, people needed a live data. Like everyone is if the complaint everyone raised it is, see, we are not able to mimic the production environment. Like in our company there is a live data, but when I'm creating a lab environment myself, I'm not able to get the live environment, live data. So how can I practice? We agree. So we picked some live data sources which you can create on your own without any problem. So which is something free as well, right? So with a free resources. So we picked everything. So with this, you will have some environment, which is something we showed you, right? So you'll have an environment to start with. So this is the first step. So this bootcamp is not going to teach you everything in Splunk. Clear? Okay. This is the first step towards your Splunk journey. This is not going to teach you everything, but this will teach you the first step clearly, because once you take the first step, then you can take the next step clearly, right? So now then, yeah, the common troubleshooting. This is like basic troubleshooting, not like basically like happening in all the areas. Of course, see, troubleshooting is a never-ending story, right? It's there are billions of issues. Nobody can teach all of them. Only you can learn by yourself. But there are some common issues which happens everywhere. It's like basic alphabets, right? So there are like, okay, sorry. So how to troubleshoot, like if the data is not coming, suddenly it is stopped, how to troubleshoot? And I install add-on, where to check the logs, and the search is slow, where to see. So these kind of basic troubleshooting things, as a beginner, as a first step, you need to know these things. So this is how we segregated our webinar, sorry, our bootcamp. So as we added this content, the first content, the clarity, as we added the clarity part, unfortunately, we need to extend this webinar for 2 days. So extend this bootcamp for 2 days. Today, one part, and tomorrow, another part. Tomorrow, same time. So if anyone has any concern, please let us know, because we feel that if we give all this information, yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. Good. So today we are going to focus on the clarity. Okay. And along with that, we will give you the first step, how to install it, how to install the Splunk and everything. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Okay. So how to install Splunk and everything. So it will be 2 days bootcamp. Where you will learn the first step. Trust me, don't learn anything extra for at least these 2 days. Just spend time on this one and ask as much questions as possible. That is the only way you can learn, not just by watching the video. And yeah, people might get sleep if no one is talking. I'm continuously talking. I have an experience, right? Okay, good. Nice. So before we proceed, any questions on this agenda, or anyone wants to talk? Anyone wants to add any questions on this as a beginner, as a first step? Any questions you have? Yes, Satish.
Murugesh, sorry,
Murugan.
Murugan, sorry. So AWS, like you are giving the lab from AWS, right? So I
Yes.
never used AWS.
Yeah.
So like in that case, could you share the commands or
Yeah.
steps to perform the labs, right?
Yeah. Each and every step will be given to you.
Okay,
So
fine.
yeah, detailed steps. So don't worry about it. Yeah.
Okay,
There will be
thanks.
step by step, and you can copy paste and the video as well. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Yeah. No problem. Any other questions? Any other points? And just to confirm, I think Satish, for you, the lab is working, right? I think I see only you. Remaining people not on. You are able to access the.
I didn't check actually. So
Oh,
I'll
okay.
check
Fine,
and
fine,
confirm.
fine. You can check it later. Anyways, it will be there for 5 days, so you can check it later. Anyways, let's start the session. Okay. First of all, what is Splunk? Who created Splunk? It's creating a buzz in the industry, right? So who actually created Splunk? Why did they created that one? That is the main reason, right? Some things. So these are all the two guys, Rob Doss and Eric Swan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing their name correctly, but yeah, this is the spelling. And it started actually on 1990s. So they started working. Actually, they were not founders initially, but they just came together. And the idea for Splunk formed 2002. In 2002, they just got an idea, and officially it was founded around 2000. 2004. Okay, then the first release came to the market was 2007. I think 2007 or 8. That was the first release to the market. So before then, they were just doing some POC or something. I was studying, I think, 7th standard, I believe. So yeah. So how did they come up with this idea? So actually, this is something they told in one of the YouTube video. So if you can go through YouTube and Splunk founders, if you just type this keyword, that video will come. So whatever I'm telling now, they explained it over there. It is a very good video. We watch it. So they actually initially spoke to around 60 to 70 companies, and they asked, how is your monitoring experience? Because during 2002, 2004, people who have experienced more than 12, 15 years experience, how the system was, because that time there was no such monitoring experience. Some sound disturbance I was feeling. So Naveen is saying there is a sound disturbance. Is there any sound?
No more than right?
Okay.
It is good. Maybe Navin, can you please check?
Yeah, maybe.
If possible, please rejoin.
Yeah. Okay, good. So, so they both went to different companies and they asked, "How's your monitoring experience?" Meaning, big companies have multiple devices, right? Firewalls, routers, switches, and many servers. So they need to monitor their infrastructure. So how was the experience? They just asked, and the companies, they replied. Like some of the people replied, like it is like digging through caves. So it's like Google, using Googles and digging through caves. So that is how the term, they picked the term called Splunk. Splunking is a keyword which you use to refer when you are going through the caves. So let's understand, what do they mean by digging through caves? Why companies said it is a very difficult to understand, it is difficult to troubleshoot, right? Let's take a fictional customer for this scenario so that it will be easy to relate, right? Mania Bank. So this is a fictional customer for us. So what they are having is, they are having around a global network around headquarters in India, but they are having around 37 countries, their global presence, right? And they have a mobile app. If it is a bank, means, right? Mobile app, website, intranet, and internet portal, payment gateways, blah, 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 many things, right? If that much biggest company having those many applications, then obviously, so there will be number of servers, right? There will be like, let's assume they have a 10,000 web servers and 5,000 databases, routers, firewalls, and 5,000 employees. Each one have a dedicated laptop, right? So this is the customer. Like, this is how much resources they have. And of course, they have around 20 crore customers. So this is how a real-time customer will be. They will have this much massive scale. Of course, they are using AWS, GCP, Azure, in together, right? And of course, multiple firewalls, multiple routers, multiple switches. Basically, why they have these many routers, switches, and everything? See, everything is a software, everything is a website, everything is a database. So any IT company, take it a bank, right? They need to have a database, they need to have a mobile application, everything. So in order to make it run globally, so they need to have multiple servers, multiple firewalls, multiple networks, and everything. Everything is cool, right? Awesome, right? There is a one big problem. So this company is having one big problem, that is cyber attacks, right? That is what nowadays everyone is facing, right? Cyber attacks. Every company is trying to be resilient against the cyber attacks, right? And when there is a big problem, of course, every company has one big solution, right? It's like cyber attack, cyber security team, security operations center. They have, every company has a SOC team, even if it is a bank side or medical side, everywhere, wherever you have IT data, so they have a SOC team, cyber security team. So cyber SOC team will, in short, they are going to monitor, they are going to make your company foolproof or resilient against cyber attacks, right? So what they are basically doing is, they are monitoring all the devices, that much 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 devices they are monitoring. How are they monitoring? So there are thousands of devices across the world. How are they monitoring? As a single cyber security team, right? Mostly there will be 30 to 40 people. How come they are monitoring thousands of devices, right? So that is when they can't go to each and every servers or each and every device. So they need to collect all the data, and they need to put it in a centralized place. Okay, this is because physically you can't check each and every device. So you need to collect and you need to centrally store it somewhere. This is the requirement. There are many tools in industry. There are many tools which can do this, so like Elastic, ELK, and App Dynamics and Microsoft Sentinel, and of course Splunk. Splunk is one of the tool which helps you to do the monitoring, real-time monitoring. It can take data from any data sources like routers, switches, web servers, everything. It can put into a single place. So as a SOC team, they have access to all of these information in a single place. Okay, so first, we can call this as a data lake, data warehouse, blah blah blah. We call different terms, right? You can simply generalize it as a data lake. So in your company, wherever the devices, wherever the security related data is there, you can just pull and you can keep it in a centralized place. So it will be very easy for you to analyze and act whatever it is, right? So now security team is happy. So to do this one, right, who will install? Because SOC team, they don't know Splunk, right? So that is where two people comes into picture: Splunk admin and developer. Like Splunk admin takes a responsibility of taking the data, like creating, like installing the components in all the places and taking the data, putting it in a single place and making it work properly. So a Splunk admin takes care of that, heavy work, and Splunk developer works with a SOC team or client team to create a dashboards out of it. So there is a clear boundary. But yeah, in companies, right, in reality, so people call it as a Splunk engineer. They expect you to learn everything. They expect you to work on end to end. But when you are learning, right, don't just go for like, I want to learn Splunk everything. No, that is not learning everything in Splunk. No, even I don't know. After 7 years, I'm learning everything new daily. So there is nothing called I need to learn everything in Splunk. So if you are thinking like that, please break that thought. So start with any one side, either developer side or admin side, because once you have this knowledge, of course, it's going to take time, people. Okay. But if your project demands, yeah, there are a lot of crash courses in the online, which you can do it in within 1 or 2 hours or like 10 days, whatever it is. I'll show you the list of courses available in the market and how much it is and how far it is. That is something we can help you. That's not a problem. So in short, Splunk admin is focusing on making the environment, making the data pipeline. So this part. So that person is responsible for collecting the data, storing it properly, and making it available. And developer is responsible for using the data, what is stored in a centralized place, and providing some useful insight like dashboard, reports, alerts. That is something, a visualization part. Any questions on this? And there is a myth: Splunk developer means you are the one who's going to install. So basically, like Python developer, Java developer, meaning like Python developer means they install Python and configure and everything, right? Similarly, people think Splunk developer means everything, but actually no. So data admin, okay, that's a good question. So Splunk admin is there, right? Actually, in Splunk admin, there are 3 admins. One is a system admin, data admin, cluster admin. Within the Splunk admin itself, we have 3 admin roles. We will discuss in the future, actually. In the upcoming slides, we have what is data admin. I'll explain that. Okay, good. So in short, data admin is the person who does the collection of data. Once the pipeline is established, like how do you onboard the data? How do you make sure? That is the data admin. The system admin is someone who's installing Splunk and who's making sure Splunk is running properly. And cluster admin is someone who's maintaining the cluster. We'll come to that part later. Don't worry. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, I take the rest now. Now, let's take one step back. Okay, so yeah, so now we understood. Okay, Splunk is collecting data from multiple devices, blah blah blah, and keeping it in a single place. Cool, but what is actually happening? So under the hood, right? So just okay. There is a one person, Raj Reddy. You have a question? You raised your hand. Okay, maybe it's a mistake. That's fine. Okay, so in a Splunk, right? So what is happening under the hood? So when you install Splunk and when you do everything, so there are multiple stages, right? Now, let's assume you have a server. Like you have a server in which you have a log file, right? From the server, you are taking the log file and you are indexing into Splunk. You are storing in Splunk, and you are creating some useful dashboards, right? Okay, Raj Reddy, you have a question? You raised your hand. Okay.
Explain about the how to maintain the syslog, how to onboard the logs, how to we can get the logs from the client.
Come again, please.
Yeah, I have a doubt. How to get the logs from to the forwarder
Yeah, that
from
is
the
the end.
client.
That is the end of the content. Actually, in this boot camp, we are just at the starting. So in the second day, we will do actually how to get our logs from syslog. There is a procedure. We will see.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that is the second day content. We have it actually.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, good. Right. So the concept is like Splunk is going to take the log. So in a layman term, right? In one liner, if you want to say, Splunk will take the log and it will store it and it will help us to create the dashboards, beautiful dashboards, right? But if you are a Splunk admin, you need to understand the layers, like what are the phases happening, right? So what are the stages? What Splunk exactly doing? Can anyone tell me what are the stages Splunk is, like multiple stages? Splunk has to do multiple processing, right?
Yeah, input phase, parsing phase, ingesting phase, and searching phase.
Exactly.
First, it do the licensing total. When it applies the
Uh-huh.
license, then it parse, then normalization, then aggregation, then so correlation.
Awesome. Correct. That is correct. Forwarding the data from source and ingestion and correct. Yeah. So whatever you guys are saying, exactly. So it's the context is correct. So let's go specific, right? So let's go exactly what it is doing. So first thing, if you want to understand the first step, Splunk does the data collection. Right? It collects the data from the data source because the data is in your client machine or the data source. It is collecting. And then it is formatting. So after the data is collected, the data gets formatted, right? And after the data is formatted, it gets stored. Okay. And then you are searching. Once the data is stored, what is the next step? You are going to search. Data searching, right? Once the data is searched, then it will be displayed. So these are all the stages happening across the pipeline. In a layman term, okay? It is not only in Splunk. Any tool you go, you take, it collects the data, formats the data, stores the data, searches the data, displays the data. Okay. So now if you transform that into Splunk level, Splunk terms, right? So data collection. Okay, sorry. So to do each of this activity, we have a separate component. To collect the data, you have a forwarder, universal forwarder, and to store the data, you have an indexer, and to display the data, to search and display the data, you have a searcher. So to do each task, Splunk has a separate component. Forwarder, this is a forwarder. This does a data collection, and the indexer stores the data, searches, displays the data. And what about you see here data formatting? We have kept it in between. What does that mean? Meaning the data, some formatting happens on the forwarder level, some formatting happens on the indexer level. So data formatting happens on both the places. What is that some part? We will discuss that. That is actually the bigger one. So just in a layman term, some formatting happens on the forwarder, some formatting happens on the indexer. Remember this, it will be useful in the future. And searching. So searching is not only happening on the searcher or indexer, some part of the searching happens on the indexer, some part of the searching happens on the searched. So that is why we kept the search in between. So data collection, formatting, storage, searching, display. Okay. So now if you translate this into Splunk terms, Splunk terminologies, data collection, you call it as an input stage. Okay. And data formatting, you call it as a parsing phase. And data storage, you call it as an indexing phase. And data searching, you call it as a search phase. I mean, only 4 phases. Like the display is just a display, so we are not worried about it. So these are all the 4 different stages Splunk goes through for any data. Any doubts on this? This is really important.
No
Yes,
doubt. Everything is clear. Thank you.
Good. This is really important because on top of this only you are going to build everything. Any data admin, cluster admin, system admin, whatever admin you take, make sure you are clear on this one. Good. So now next one is, So now, okay, I learned one concept today. Okay, now should I learn something tomorrow as well, right? Is spending time is it safe? Is Splunk losing the market? So how can he decide? So how can he decide? Like not only Splunk, right? Any tool you want to learn, Sentinel or QRadar or whatever it is. If you want to decide or if you want to find out if that particular product or if that particular tool is growing or losing the market, don't ask your friends, don't ask your senior manager, don't ask your client, because they know what is happening in their project, they know what is happening in their friend circle. Go for the facts. Okay, you always go for this one. Go and check Splunk company revenue. Okay, Splunk, how many people are using Splunk? Session is disconnected. Okay, so go and check how many customers are using Splunk and how many every year by year, how many new customers are using Splunk, right? And the next one is Splunk company revenue. Splunk is a product company, they are selling the product, and if you can see their revenue, if it is growing or slowing down, that is a sign, right? If the product is not doing good, then revenue also should go down. So that is the fact. Only trust that facts. Don't ask your friends or don't even trust me. Okay, because I'll be biased on my experience. Don't trust that. And then Gartner report. So this is one of the famous report. I mean, I'm not expert in explaining Gartner report. I also got to know, okay, Gartner report is something which is globally recognized. So with these three informations, you can understand whether Splunk is growing or learning Splunk is safe, or is it a good tool or bad tool, if company really understanding, right? Now, where do you go and check this information? Yeah, you can simply Google. Just take this keyword and put it in Google. You will get the answers. You want me to show? Just number of customers in Splunk. Hey, what happened to my slides? Okay, that's fine. So number of customers in Splunk. How many customers do you think Splunk has? 20, 30, 50, 100, thousands? How many customers?
Lakhs of customers. Because
actually, I'll be happy to say that. But,
because not only Splunk can be used as a enterprise security, it also can be used as analytical tools.
Yeah,
and also recently Cisco acquired it.
Exactly, that is great. Actually, I would love to say lakhs and lakhs of customers, but the fact says they have 15,000 customers. Their company portal says they have 15,000 customers in 110 countries. This is official information. Yeah, unofficially, I mean, off the record, there may be more. I'm hearing echo. Sorry, from your side, Ajana. Yeah, it's echoing. Now it is fine, I guess. Yeah. So this is where, like, you see on the Splunk customers, Splunk website, they mentioned like 15,000 customers in 110 countries. So that's not a small number, right? 15,000 customers are using Splunk. So this is one way, but you can say, Murugan, they might fake it or they might just put it as a marketing thing. Yeah, I agree. I had the same question. Then I went to like, okay, see, they can lie about the customers, but they cannot lie about their revenue, because that is being checked by all the stock exchange and everything, right? That is being reported in stock exchange. How much revenue they are, because the investors and all, they will. So Splunk revenue, how much revenue Splunk is making? How much do you think? How much money they are making every year? Any idea? I know I'm asking. Sorry?
$20 billion.
That is something Splunk sold. That is how much money Cisco paid to Splunk to acquire. That is the second next question I'll ask you. Okay, but yeah. So if you want to know how much Splunk is earning every year or every quarter, you can just type Splunk revenue. Go to the fiscal real reports. Okay, so in that you see they are increasing, getting their revenue every quarter. Revenue is growing actually 15%, and it sees there are a lot of customers. You see everywhere it is like 22%, 32%, and yeah, some places it got decreased 3.2%. So you can read and you see there are new 109 customers newly added. Each customer is paying $1 million. Each customer is paying $1 million. New customer. So this is the growth Splunk is having officially. Okay, I'm not like biased. I'm just telling what is the facts. You can also read through this one and then understand. This is like 2024, which I think during the Cisco Arcade Splunk, right? So these are all the two places you can check. Okay, if Splunk is really growing, don't rely on your project information. Okay, nice. The next one is Gartner report. So what is Gartner report? So I mean, in a layman term, I'll tell you. I don't know what is real Gartner report. So this report is being recognized by the worldwide, companies or worldwide people. So if Gartner company, so Gartner is in one liner. From my perspective, they are a researching organization. They are researching about all the technologies, all the tools, all the areas, and they are like maintaining a standards. They are specifically doing this research, and they are publishing every year. They publish a report about like multiple tools, which tool is market leader, which tool is lower, the performance review, right? So if we look at that one, okay, yeah, so there are actually two quadrants. So they release this quadrant, okay, the Gartner company, they release this quadrant. Based on this, you can understand how a company is doing, how a product is doing, right? Actually, Splunk is majorly in a two segments: security domain and observability domain. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, if some expert is here, but this is based on my research. And if you want to know, you can just go to the splunk.com website. You can just open it, and you see we have a security and observability. These two are the domain where Splunk is actually leading, right? And if you scroll down, hey, they changed the website again. Every time they are changing the website. Okay, you see in here itself they have a SIM observability platform, so you can check the SIM report and observability report. So they are playing a market leader in two places. In SIM segment, SIEM segment, Splunk is still a market leader. It is still on the top. Okay, SIEM side. On the observability side, see, they recently started, and observability side, Splunk is on the lower end. Okay, it's not completely down. It is still a market leader, but compared to other observability platforms, Splunk is a little bit slower. Comparing observability platform with the Splunk security platform is a wrong thing. Many people, I listened to many people, many people told, hey, last year Splunk was at the top. This year Splunk is down. No, that's not how you spread your information, right? Change your facts. Actually, in a SIM segment, Splunk is still a market leader. Of course, Sentinel is approaching. Microsoft Sentinel is approaching. But on the observability side, if you are on an observability project, there might be a chance that your project is moving from Splunk to Dynatrace or Datalog, because that is a market leader now. This is a fact. But from the SIEM side, I don't agree, because many people say we have a security project and we are moving from Splunk to Dynatrace. No, Dynatrace is not a security SIEM tool. That is observability tool. Don't get confused. Okay, people explain this with the Gartner report clearly. On a SIM segment, SIEM segment, Splunk is a top player still. And observability side, it is slow. Maybe it might go up. I don't know how it will be, but this is the latest information. Any questions on this? Okay, good. So don't worry. So learning Splunk is safe. Learning Splunk alone is not safe strategy. Learn security, learn other tools as well. You see, learn Sentinel, learn IBM basics, learn everything. Don't just ask question, if I learn Splunk alone, will I be having a future? No, if you learn only Splunk, you won't have a successful future. Along with that, learn additional concepts, security, observability, many things. Keep your knowledge spread across the industry. But you should be specialized in Splunk. Okay, good. And depending on which side you are, either you are in a SIM domain or observability domain, make your decisions. Okay, if you're an observability domain, even I am saying like learn the market leader tools. Okay, if you're in a SIM domain, don't worry, Splunk is still a market leader. Okay, now come to this part. Why Cisco bought Splunk? How to learn Splunk with SIM?
Cisco basically a network-based company. So they have the products like firewalls, router switches, and now they want to build their company into cybersecurity, because we know like the cybersecurity should have a foundation of our networks.
Yeah.
if you want to provide any kind of security, I mean, it's like cyber security, the digital security, so that should have some, I mean, some network tools or network devices. So yeah, already the Cisco is already in the network segment, so they wanna move into cybersecurity. So, and also, I mean, this is my opinion. Okay. Go ahead. Tell me if I'm wrong. And as you have given one very good example for the data collection, because you take any company, any big company or small company. So now all these sectors or all the companies they have to deal with the big data. I mean, this is the huge data. So to collect the data and to store somewhere and to have these searching capabilities and all, they found a Splunk as good. So probably that is the reason they have bought Splunk.
Exactly. So can you please?
Now Cribble also there. Cribble is one more company like a Splunk. But Splunk is already a leader in this field, like an analytics field. And also now Splunk also have a good journey of enterprise security. So probably Cisco thought it is a good move to acquire Splunk.
Yeah. Correct. Perfect. So yeah, I mean, there are a lot of players in the market. Yeah, see, a lot of mobile phones are there. Apple phone is also there, and every phone, other phones is also there. So each product has its own customer base. So we can't expect all companies in the world to use Splunk. That is not how business works and the industry works. Some companies won't use Splunk. Some companies will always prefer Splunk. That is the common thing. So just because one company is moving out of Splunk, it doesn't mean Splunk is losing the market. So that's not how. And when one company is buying another company, they will properly research and they will understand the future. They are investing money to make something bigger, right? Because they paid $20 billion to acquire Splunk, right? Cisco paid $20 billion, right? 28 billion, sorry. Why? Because they want to take that Splunk capability and Cisco's capability to the next level. So which means whatever the position Splunk is now today, it's going to go to the next level. In a layman term, that's what I can say. Or correct me if I'm wrong. So with this one news.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you because Splunk have good base actually, good customer base, and it is in both segments like analytics and enterprise security as well. And it also have some other products as well. I mean, it is not that everybody should use Splunk. So as you said, like today I may use it, tomorrow I may go out, but Splunk has a very good base, and also since Cisco is already a network, giant. So they are, I mean, they want to move towards like cybersecurity. So they probably thought like Splunk is a good move, and also have a, I mean, fundamentally and technically, revenue side also Splunk is very good company.
Exactly. Yes, that is the reason. So these are all the facts. So now you should be in a position to understand whether learning Splunk is going to be safe or will it be worth. So I will leave that decision to you. Okay. So you research about all these things as you have this video as well, and the PPT also will be shared with you. You take the decision. And after all hearing all these things, if you still think learning Splunk would be good, then we have few inputs for you. Of course, where to start learning. The question is, okay, Murugan, enough of motivation, enough of all those talks. Now tell me the real content, what you're about to present. Okay, that's what everyone is waiting for, right? Where to start learning? Yeah, as Splunk is this much bigger, software, and it has actually Splunk is a platform. People say it is a tool, or people say it is software. Yeah, but it is a platform. Why do we say it is a platform? In a platform, there can be multiple use cases, multiple applications, see, Android is a platform. Inside Android, we have WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. So Android itself is a OS. So like that, Splunk Enterprise or Splunk Cloud is first a platform. On top of the platform, there are many tools. Okay. So think in terms of that way. So it's a platform, big data platform you can consider. So to learn this one end to end, right? It's not a single night journey, single month, or if I tell you, hey, master Splunk in 60 days, yeah, you can learn concepts in Splunk, but you cannot say I learned everything in Splunk. So mark that word. And of course, learning Splunk. I think you might have seen this diagram in all over the internet. Maybe we at least the places where we published. So if you want to become architect, right, take step-by-step process. First one is Splunk system admin. So Splunk system admin is the person who creates the server, installs the Splunk, and do the manual setup. The first installing a Splunk and configuring all those things, right? And then data admin. So data admin is the person. I mean, data admin is the job which brings the data into Splunk. See, system admin makes sure the Splunk is running properly. Data admin brings the data into Splunk, because there should be someone to bring the data from your data sources to Splunk, right? That person is data admin. Next one is development. Yeah. So developer is the person who creates value out of it. Dashboards, reports, alerts. So you need to know how to install Splunk, how to bring the data, and how to present the data. Okay, so this is the step. And once you know how to do all these things, now it becomes a cluster admin. So now you are taking one step closer towards the architect. What does an architect do? See, without architect also Splunk project can be built, but only architect, that person can make sure the project is up and running during the disasters and all other business, basically business continuity in the compliance side. There are a lot of things, right? So that is where you learn the cluster admin concept. Directly don't go and learn cluster admin. I mean, yeah, you can go to the YouTube and type cluster, it will give you the steps, you will execute it, but that is not learning, that is a practicing, right? So if you want to learn, so you have to go through this phase, these steps, and then go for a premium apps. Many people I see, like, they directly go to the premium apps and they try to ask, like, teach us Splunk sim, take the sim course in 40 days, I'll learn Splunk sim. I'm not against that, but if you want to become an expert, there are a lot of knowledge you have to gain, then only you can become an expert. So directly attending a Splunk enterprise security, I think there was one person who asked this question, how to learn Splunk with sim. Where is that question? Did I write? Yeah, actually, what is sim? SIM. All these knowledge plus enterprise security SOAR, these application, these two applications, enterprise security SOAR, along with all these concepts. So this is what sim admin. Let me draw that file. So this topic. So if you learn these concepts, then you can say yourself as a Splunk sim admin. Okay. And then if you want to say, oh man, sorry. And if you want to become an observability expert, again, same goes. So these tools you learn Splunk observability. So in both the places you might have seen, right? In both the places you might have seen, this part is same. This part is same, because yes, this is the platform. So these are all the applications. Okay, these are all the application, and this is the platform. So you need to know how to use, like, this is kind of like Android. You're learning Android, and then you're learning how to use, first you need to use how to open your mobile and how to log in, how to dial it, right? And then you can install WhatsApp and use it. The same way, first learn these concepts and then go for enterprise security and SOAR to get a end-to-end expertise level knowledge. But yeah, you might say, Murugan, then it is going to take ages for me. Yeah, but see, if you want to learn, you can learn it quickly. There are a lot of which I'm going to share. There are a lot of free courses, YouTube videos, and everything. And if you want to become an expert, right, that takes some time. So that is the reason I'm saying minimum 6 months to 1 year you spend time. See, whether taking a course or not, that is not a thing. How much effort you are putting, how much practice you are doing, that is what the clarity. Okay, I think Vinod has a question. Vinod Kumar, you raised a hand. Vinod, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Okay. Okay, so what is premium apps?
Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, Vinod, you're audible.
Hi, boss. So, thanks for giving the lot of the knowledge. I have the one query here. It means, is there any document who document breakdown what things cover in the Splunk system admin
Yes.
and what things cover in the Splunk data admin,
Yes.
so we can learn step by steps. Okay.
Yes, there is a document. I will share. We'll share that one.
Yeah, please.
No.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. This question, everybody asks this question. Like there are too much concept. Like step by step, I need to know. This is the first concept. This is second concept. Third concept. Agree. There is a document. Let me put it in the chat right away. Da-da-da. I'm hungry, guys. It's 10. Let me take that document. Is everyone there with me? I know I spoke a lot.
Yes, Murugan. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Thank you. So this is actually 1 minute, people. I'm taking that document. Put it here. And I'll share the external link. So a lot of people ask the same question, and then like many people said like, "Hey, I want to become an architect, and I don't know, I need to have a detailed list of topics." See, now we have ChatGPT and all the tools and everywhere. So just need to know which topic comes first, which topic comes second. So we have prepared a document. So it is like an architect roadmap. So if you are a beginner, on the day one, you see Splunk system admin, Splunk data admin, and Splunk development, and Splunk cluster admin, and I think that's it, because premium apps we did not include. So that also we have explained everything. So this is a document. I'm keeping it in the chat, and I'll keep it in the WhatsApp group as well. Yeah. Okay. I shared this one. I think it is like a 32-page document. So each and every topic, what you need to learn, one after another, it has been documented. You copy paste it into ChatGPT. Nowadays, ChatGPT is it's GPT-5 model. It is giving very good content, and there are a lot of YouTube resources as well. And you say like, "Hey, Murugan, enough of talking." So now, okay, 1 second. So now you given me the topics, right? Now, where can I go and check the content, right? Where can I see the content? With the topics, I cannot do anything. Yeah, content is also available for free, right? So for that also, we have prepared one document where you can go and find out, because there are a lot of YouTube channels and a lot of Udemy courses and blogs and documentation. Everything is available. So you just need to get this one. So for that, this is actually long back we prepared this one. I think 2022. It's still helping to many people. And you scroll through, there are a lot of good YouTube channels which are providing very good content. Everything detailed in detail they are explaining. One of the YouTube channel is Splunk and Machine Learning. I'm still grateful to this YouTube channel, because this was one of my starter guide, pocket guide, I would say. So whenever I get any task, I just open this, I watch one video, and then I get, trust me, if you watch all these videos in this YouTube channel, you don't need any other course, you don't need any other workshop and everything. This person given even a sample data for each and every use case, configuration. It's a phenomenal, guys, seriously saying. Because this is my gratitude, because my career started with this YouTube.
But
you see,
last
starting
1
from
year, he stopped sharing the videos. Siddharth is I don't know why he stopped the sharing.
Yeah. I mean, he already shared a lot of things, man. Like
Yeah, right.
it's there. Yeah, he shared enough. He shared more than enough. To be frank, he shared around, I think, how many videos? I don't know, 281 videos. If you watch all these videos, right, you're already an expert. So I mean, yeah, he stopped sharing. Maybe his career move. I don't know what happened. Maybe or he personally he stopped
Right.
something.
But he's
But yeah,
sharing in the deep knowledge in everything.
sorry.
He's sharing deep knowledge step by step.
Yeah, exactly. And one command, he will take it like for 45 minutes. Again, I'm saying I'm not that much good in taking the content. Okay. But this is really good. So this is one YouTube channels like that. So of course, like there is Splunk Talks. This person also does good. Splunk How to. Splunk company itself have videos. I don't know like why people are not watching. I see only 100 videos. This is very good content, guys. Splunk How to YouTube channel like that. Like we also have a soft mania. We also, like earlier it was Splunk Mania, so now we have soft mania. We also have a YouTube channel. We are also posting some contents. Okay, so like that, like Splunk in 5 minutes, Splunk basics, Abhay Singh, this guy is crazy. So he's also similar to like Splunk and machine learning. He posted all the videos step by step, and even he had a website, I believe. I don't know like what happened, but this is one of the good YouTube channel. And Splunk user community experience, very deep level content, practical level content. Okay, go through this. And Splunking with Praveen, yeah, it's too much of content. Okay, watch it. I don't want to comment, but watch it and experience. It is very good. And Arun Kumar Krishna, and yeah, Kiran Kumar Ambadasu. So this person, I really respect him. Like in the beginning days, I referred a few videos from his side, and I don't know how to pronounce this one. Hailey Shah, she's also very good at each and every step explained clearly, and how to Splunk. And yeah, if you say like, okay, I don't trust these people, because I don't know how, whether they are providing a valid correct information or not. If you think like that, then Splunk company itself providing a free trainings, man. Seriously, Splunk company itself, they are providing around 20 free courses. You can go and watch, and this is the list. So like this, if I keep on saying, right, it will go on and on. So in short, what I'm saying is, if you want to become a Splunk admin or architect, it's just a matter of time. Okay, it takes a long way. So go step by step, and then you will understand. Okay, so this is about the questions many people asked. And there is one another question, like okay, give me the list of courses available on the internet. So we have prepared the free courses and the low cost courses, like even starting from 400 rupees, 500 rupees. In Udemy there are a lot of courses, and in IntelliPath and Simply Learn, I think Edureka they are giving, and Pluralsight, everything is there. And we also have, like Softmania also have a course. And like that, like there are a lot of market leaders where they are providing a training. But none of that matters until unless you understand what kind of knowledge you want, right? So first sit back and try to take this topic list of topics, try to understand, try to do the self-learning with the materials what we are sharing, like self-learning materials what we shared in the group. If you don't understand, if you have any problems, then reach out to us. We might be able to help you, okay, with the additional things. Because without self-learning, don't reach out to any person for courses. It won't help you. That is my perception. Okay, what is the impact of AI, Gen AI, agentic AI for Splunk? It is elevating the Splunk to next level. So in Splunk, that from the developer point of view, AI's capabilities are elevating the development, the UI point of view. Backend, you can't implement AI because no customer will allow your AI to pull the data from their content. So Splunk admin is still a manual job, but Splunk developer job is there, right? The person who creates the dashboard, alerts and everything, that is being elevated. Of course, it is going to the next level. You don't fear like, okay, if I don't learn AI in Splunk also I lose scope. No, focus on Splunk admin. That is something never completely be dedicated to AI, because no customer will be giving the access to AI, right? So admin is still safe. Developers, we need to learn AI so that we can use, like Splunk developer, the persons who are developing UI, you need to learn AI so that you can be faster, right? This is the impact. but it is going to the next level. Product is going to the next level. You should learn AI to go to the next level as well. Correct. No problem. Thank you. So now in this one, okay, we spoke a lot. It's already 1 hour. So I'm just giving an introduction to the next session, the real Splunk Admin Bootcamp, what we have originally planned. So we thought of like giving you a head start as a beginner, because many people said, I don't know where to start and I don't know what are the topics to learn. So we gave you the topics to learn. So the architect roadmap, list of topics. So this is the first step. So if you know how to set up this environment, like how to set up this searched, one indexer, one intermediate forwarder, and how to get data from syslog, Unix and Windows, some cloud provider and service. Now, this is mostly like a basic, a first step. You take it towards your architect journey. And that is going to be the next second part of our boot camp. So if you are still interested, if you feel this is going to be helpful for you, we will meet you in tomorrow's session, same time tomorrow. Sorry, it was not initially planned, but we had to extend the timing. Okay. Any questions? And yeah, of course, like there are courses we have, listed. I'll show you that one as well. And like if you say like, hey, Murugan, I need to practice this one. Like, where can I practice? Yeah, see, AWS started giving, credits for their free tier, which means you can create a servers in AWS account and you can do all those setups by yourself. This is actually, you can follow our video. Like tomorrow, whatever I'm doing, you can create your servers, your own servers in your AWS account, and you have a $200 credits. You can use that one. Or if you feel like, no, will be hectic, we have a lab setup. It starts with 100, 200 rupees like that. If you want, you can opt for that one. If not, you can create your own AWS servers. That's not a problem. But anyways, have a server and practicing. Okay, nice. And the question is how to decide what to do at a very initial level in Splunk, like Splunk admin or developer. I would say Splunk system admin. That's what I showed you in the previous slide, right? So this is where you need to start. Splunk system admin, and then data admin, then go for development. This is based on my experience, my research, and our past experience. Yeah. Okay. So that is how, and we are going to do these activities tomorrow. Like, we are going to do these activities tomorrow, end to end. So how to install, how to create servers, how to install, blah blah blah, everything. So end of the day, after 1 hour, you will be having an environment something like this. It will be running here and there. The data will be running. So the live environment you should have. That is what tomorrow's aim. Okay. Please create servers on your AWS account. If not, you can rent it on our website. Whatever it is, you do make sure you have servers. Like you should have a valid AWS account. We will show you how to create servers. Don't worry about it. Okay. And yeah, from the courses point of view, there are a lot of courses in the market, low cost courses starting from like 700 rupees and 3,000, 1,000, 5,000, and medium cost like Intellipath is giving, intermediate cost like Mania is giving intermediate cost, and high cost resources. Yeah, Splunk company is giving around, it will take around 10 lakhs. Okay. If you invest in a Splunk company that much, and yeah, we can send you the link also. They are also, that course will be done within I think 7 to 9 days if you can plan it. So with that, you can take your journey ahead. You have free resources, low cost, intermediate cost, high cost, all the costs. It is up to you. So you take the decision. And if you want us to give a detailed comparison about all the courses available in the market from completely free to high cost, let us know. We will provide that one as well. So end of the day, decision is yours. Okay. Good. So hope the session was useful. So tomorrow please be prepared for the technical sessions, and any comments or any inputs or any feedback or any suggestions, because this bootcamp we are going to run every month. So if you can share any feedbacks, it will be great. Thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up. And for the people who joined here for a technical knowledge, sorry, this took time. So tomorrow we'll have a technical things.
Thanks, Murugan.
Okay. Yeah, thanks
Satish. Thanks, Vinod.
Thanks, Murugan and team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Good. and have a good night. We'll talk to you soon tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow morning, it's going to be the slot 2. So we are going to take the same content in the morning session. So if you want to join the second part, join tomorrow evening. So there are 2 slots. So for you people, tomorrow join evening same time. Okay.
Yeah, sure, Mohammadam. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye. Good night.
Yeah, bye.